Now to an iTeam exclusive update in New Jersey. Disturbing surveillance video has now surfaced 2 years after a black Bloomfield firefighter accused a white firefighter of knotting a rope into a noose and taunting him.
That black firefighter just filed a $25 million lawsuit against the township. And here's investigative reporter Sarah Wallace, who first broke that story.
$25 million, he about to own the township.
In 2023.
The lawsuit blames the township for creating a culture that allowed racist behavior by a white firefighter here to go unchecked. In a social media post, the mayor said that racist behavior will not be ignored or tolerated, and that officials took immediate action when they learned about the incident in 2023.
It shows exactly what I described happened to a T.
Firefighter Patrick Thomas just saw this surveillance video taken in this Bloomfield firehouse in November of 2023. You can see his colleague, Walter Coffey, tying a rope.
When I watched the video, it shows him actually tying it, looking at it, admiring his work, making sure it tightens and everything like that, swinging it around. And then when I finally walked back into the firehouse, he tosses it to me. I remember catching it and looking at it and being in disbelief. I asked him, I was like, yo, what's this? And he said, oh, I want you to figure out what kind of knot this is. And I told him, I said, I know exactly what kind of knot it is. This is what people used to hang my ancestors from trees. I said, do you think this is funny?
The wild part about the racist segment of the population,
just bored, ain't got shit to do all day but make a knot,
is they live in this fantasy world where they think everybody else is out to contribute to the extinction of the white race. But every time you look around, it's them actively going out and seeking to kill, steal, and destroy.
In an exclusive iTeam interview after the incident, Thomas revealed that Coffey had actually made other Noose comments the week before.
The same guy came up to me while I was standing outside and said, hey, Thomas, there's a noose upstairs on the table. And then I asked him, I said, why would I want to see a noose?
You got this dude tying nooses. You got the Mexican Nick Fuentes saying whatever he wants about black people. Since Donald Trump got back in office, these white boys is trying to take it back to the 1700s.
A federal grand jury indicted 2 North Texas men accused of plotting to invade a foreign island, kill the men, and take the women as sex slaves.
Prosecutors say one of the men enlisted in the Air
the whole island, right?
Force to get military training he thought he needed. Fox 4's Blake Hansen.
Didn't they send protective? They just sent like protective order or some shit to Haiti or something.
In our newsroom tonight with these stunning allegations, Blake.
Yes, Stephen Heather, federal prosecutors say the suspects didn't plan to go it alone. In fact, the feds say they plan to recruit people who are homeless in Washington, D.C. to serve on their, quote,
but you're from Texas.
Force and take over a small Haitian island. The grand jury indictment handed up today.
Them Haitians will fuck you up, nigga. They got guns too out there.
Charges 21-year-old Gavin Weisenberg from Allen and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas.
They must not know about Haiti. If they done any research to actually properly plan this out, then they know Haiti get active. Haiti ain't safe. You know what I'm saying?
Argyle with conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country, as well as a charge of production of child pornography.
Of course,
Weisenberg was booked in
the usual suspects.
Jail in July. We've not been able to find a mugshot for Thomas. Prosecutors say he was in the U.S. Air Force at the time. The place they are accused of plotting to invade is called Gonave Island. It is part of the Republic of Haiti. It's not small. In fact, that island has about 87,000 residents. Prosecutors say Weisenberg and Thomas planned to lead that expeditionary force by sailboat to the island.
Is that right?
Take control of the island and then turn the women into sex slaves.
Right. And you think you're getting by on sailboat, nigga. When these niggas got speedboats to get from the main island to the small island. And you gon' go there on sailboat. These niggas is fucking mentally ill.
According to prosecutors, the feds say the plan dates back to August of last year. They say Weisenberg enrolled in a Rockwall Fire Academy to learn command and control protocols, but flunked out in February. And they say he then traveled to Thailand to learn how to sail, but didn't enroll in the school due to the cost. The feds say Thomas, meanwhile, enlisted in the Air Force in January.
Yeah, they broke up. Yeah, they broke up. Then a bitch, yeah. Fuck you talking about, brokey?
Yeah, they broke up.
Brokey.
In a bitch, yeah.
Didn't have enough money to go to what? Hold on.
Command and control protocols, but flunked out in February. And they say he then traveled to Thailand to learn how to sail, but didn't enroll in the school due to the cost.
Yeah, they
Thomas,
Okay.
meanwhile, enlisted,
So he went to Thailand?
but didn't enroll in the school due to. And they say he then traveled to Thailand
He
to
didn't travel to
learn how to
Thailand.
sail, but didn't enroll in the school due to the cost. The feds say Thomas, meanwhile, enlisted in the Air Force in January and in March, changed his station assignment from Germany to Maryland to better coordinate the invasion and recruit the homeless population in D.C. We reached out to attorneys listed for Weisenberg and did.
Oh, yeah, go to D.C. where there's a lot of black folks. You know what I'm saying? Go to D.C. where it has a heavy black population. I think D.C. has one of the most heaviest black populations in the country. Go there, right, and recruit homeless people to go all the way to Haiti, which is far as fuck from by sailboat. Which y'all gonna travel to? You're doing too much. It's just, this whole shit is just don't even sound planned out right. Fucking brokies.
Yeah, they broke up.
Population in D.C. We reached out to attorneys listed for Weisenberg and did not hear back. We could not find attorneys listed for Thomas. Prosecutors say they face up to life in prison if convicted on the conspiracy to murder charge.
Good.
They lucky they never made it to that island.
The conspiracy to not just to murder, but to invade in you know what I'm saying? You see, you can't do this because you're not them. These white people these days think they have the same pull and the same power as the U.S. government. You niggas are not in cahoots with them. You can't do this shit. Y'all are equal to the black men. Don't play with it. You cannot just go and decide you want to go invade a country, nigga. You're not them. You don't have the military. You know what I'm saying? And you can't form your own to overthrow them. You know what you gotta do? You have to go to war and kill these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to go against the United States government, bro. The United States military, bro. That's why black people wasn't allowed to have their own nation after slavery. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't form your own land within the land that we stole from the Indians. No, you can't do it, nigga. If you want to do that, kill us. You can't do that. You're outnumbered. You're equal to the black man, goofy.
He's listed for Thomas.
They don't understand this shit, bro. They don't understand it, bro.
Prosecutors say they face up to life in prison if convicted on the conspiracy.
It's not that the black man is equal to the white man. No, you're equal to the black man. Yeah. You're equal to the black man. It's not that the black man is equal to the white man. No. No. We're all equal to each other now. Y'all don't understand the game. Y'all don't understand the game, the Matrix.
To murder charge.
They lucky they never made it to that island.
Right.
Man, them Haitians would have turned them white boys into
Told
barbecue
they ass
chicken.
up. Told them straight up. Them Haitians don't play. They at war with each other, with the police. Right, this nigga got this machete, boy, don't play. Yeah.
It wouldn't have ended well for him. Let's get back to this firefighter situation.
Thomas went on medical leave for PTSD related to the incident. In December of 2023, the Essex County Prosecutor's Office charged Coffey with bias intimidation. He then entered a diversion program, which could eventually lead to the dismissal of the criminal charges. Bloomfield said it was continuing its investigation.
I think there should have been some jail time or a little bit more than 2 years probation. And if he does everything right in 2 years, he has no criminal record. It's like it never even happened.
Thomas's attorney
Yeah, he needs to be fired, bro. And he can never work in government again.
He says they felt stonewalled. The firefighter.
I don't know if this necessarily requires jail time, but it definitely requires some type of accountability, you know. I mean, you can't be racist in a governmental job like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's illegal. However, I don't see that really getting you no time, bro. Like, I don't think it's even really deserving of time. It's deserving of ass beating. in getting fired, and you can never work in government, city, anything like that ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Battling to stay on the payroll.
There have been multiple times.
Hold on,
The
what?
firefighter battling to stay on the payroll.
Battling,
There have
huh?
been multiple times since this happened in
Is that right?
2023 where the town has threatened to stop paying him.
Thomas's attorney says they got no information from the township about Coffey's status and finally decided to file the $25 million lawsuit alleging a hostile work environment
Right.
and racial
So he wasn't
discrimination.
fired.
There is, unfortunately, a racist culture in some parts of the Bloomfield Fire Department, which is known about by the township and
Y'all gotta understand, you working for the government.
allowed to persist by the township for many years.
The mayor posting on social media after the lawsuit was filed that Bloomfield reaffirms zero tolerance on racism, adding
that
Coffey
right?
was suspended without pay and the legal termination process was initiated the same day the conduct
Oh, is
was
that right?
reported.
He should have been terminated immediately.
Thomas says he would like to go back to the work he loves, but recently failed a fit for duty exam.
In the entire 2 years since we first talked, has anybody from the township ever apologized?
No.
Nobody's ever said, we're sorry this happened.
No.
It's the same old script.
Right.
A brother trying to come to work, do his job,
Mind
and
his
live
business.
his life.
You know what I'm saying?
But here comes the corny white dude out of nowhere
Throwing
trying to
him a
stop the
noose.
progress.
Right.
And I bet what you didn't
Say, hey, look, and throw it to him and just catch it.
know
That's literally what
is
happened.
there's a whole firefighter to racist pipeline.
Oh yeah.
For context, I drive trucks.
They the police. Come on now. I ain't gonna call them the police, but they work with the them same firefighter niggas want to be the police, bro. Or I ain't gonna say they want to be the police or wish they was the police, but they in the same type of field, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're working alongside.
And I stop at this Denny's to grab a coffee because I'm addicted. So for context, I drive trucks, and I stop at this Denny's to grab a coffee because I'm addicted to caffeine. I went
Okay.
in there to get my coffee to go, and then I walked to the bathroom. But as I'm walking to the bathroom, it's this old guy sitting to the left with
You get your coffee to go, and so you're going to the bathroom with your coffee, nigga.
about 12
Let me.
I walk to the
Nigga,
bathroom. and as
huh?
I'm walking to the bathroom, it's this old guy sitting to the left with about 12 people that's celebrating his 89th birthday.
89th,
I got a call
huh?
from my dispatcher, and he was like, yo, you can chill, no rush. They're not ready for the freight, so you can relax a little bit. Sat down, ordered some food, so now I'm sitting like across from the guy that's celebrating his birthday. Time goes by, I'm down there at the end of my meal, and everybody that basically came to celebrate with him had left, so now it's just him and his wife. So as I get up to go wash my hands, I see him and I give him a smile. I'm like, happy birthday, young man.
Man,
89.
fuck that
That's
nigga.
a lot of memory to have. Here's the thing, I don't even know why I said that.
Right, quit talking.
I had Alzheimer's.
You brought it upon yourself, nigga. You over here telling us about a story you brought upon yourself, nigga. Why you talking to that man?
I'm not even sure what I meant by that. Like, but
But,
that's what I said. All 89, that's a lot of memory to have. Here's the thing,
Just
I don't even know
saying
why
shit.
I said that. He could have had Alzheimer's. I'm not even sure what I meant
Just
by that.
saying shit.
but
Just
that's what
shut
I
up.
said. He said, well, thank you, young man. And he smiled. And he kind of just stared at me, and I just walked back there and washed my fucking hands. So I come back, and his wife is gone. She's talking to some other lady that goes to the same church they
Oh,
do.
yeah, he about to
And
get on
sees me,
your
he
ass
said,
now.
Come here. I said, yes. And he said, there are way too many things that I wish I could forget.
Oh,
And I said,
oh,
yeah,
no, oh,
man, you
no.
make it to damn near 100 years old. I'm pretty sure you got a handful of
This is where it gets ugly, man. Quit fucking with that man.
regrets. And he looked at me with the most serious look ever and said, you have no idea.
Is that right?
Well, now I'm curious. Do
Yeah,
tell.
yeah,
He
tell
said,
me
you know,
more.
I used to be a firefighter through the 60s and 70s.
Oh, is
I
that
said,
right?
That's what's up. That's a very commendable
The
job.
60s and 70s,
he
huh?
said, yeah, it should be. He said the 60s and 70s was a different time in every way possible. You know that,
You're
right?
damn right.
I was like, yeah, no shit. He said back in those times, I was a way different man, and who knew that we'd get to the point where we are in society today, and I'd be feeling the way I'm feeling about the decisions that I made back in those times. So I'm like...
Well, that's because a lot more people today are able to be held accountable for your actions. I mean, just think back in them times, bro. You know, was DNA testing even around then? This is back when legal or biracial marriages was just biracial, the word. Y'all know what I'm saying though. Was just legalized. This is back in the times where the police, you know what I'm saying, being segregation is desegregation just ended not even 10 years ago. You talk about 60. What that shit in like 50 1950, 51, or something like that. It wasn't that long ago, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think, man.
If you won't fucking tell me, bro. So right before he took a very long back in those times. So I'm like, man, if you won't fucking tell me, bro. So right before he took a very long pause, he looked at me and said, back in those times, it was very common for firefighters
no
that
body
look like me
cams
to leave people that look like you in burning houses and buildings and horrible situations.
Damn.
Just to say they couldn't get to us. He said more times than he'd like to admit, he would hear screaming black people and children in burning buildings and houses and apartments and stores and cars, and he would literally just pretend he didn't hear it.
Damn.
He said his last time doing it was when he made eye contact with the baby that he deliberately went into a building to save and deliberately didn't. And he said that was the last time he did it, and he quit that year. He said the nightmare still hasn't stopped. He still hasn't forgiven himself, and therapy helps, but it's still...
Oh yeah, that's gonna eat him up. At least he's actually accountable though. I mean,
a living nightmare to
I
have
commend
those
that.
memories. And I guess that shit just shocked me so much because when it came to firefighters, I never thought of them like that. Like when it came to like...
Yeah, man, you know they gonna do that. Yeah, back in them times, man. This shit wasn't that long ago, bro. You gotta think this cameras and technology and shit just came out in the 2000s for real. Like this shit ain't even 20, 50 years old yet, man.
Police officers, lawyers, and judges, and everybody else, we knew they didn't give a fuck. Especially police officers, we knew they didn't give a fuck about us. But I don't know why that didn't click to me that, no, it was everybody that hated us. Everybody.
Yeah, nigga.
Everybody had a hand in deliberately making our lives worse. When I calmed down from being mad enough to want to pull the plug on his ass, I thought about it. And I was like, of course they did this.
Right.
Of course they did this shit. Duh, like...
Just, if y'all seen the Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix series, man, and how the police was, what's another movie, man? These movies will show you what it was like, bro, and how the police didn't care, and what they would do to people, black people, gay people, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of accountability. There wasn't cameras to keep you accountable. People didn't really give a fuck then. People were a lot more crooked. There wasn't systems and softwares that tracked everything. And, you know, we're living in a much tighter world now, you know?
Of course they did.
Can't just get away with shit.
Duh, like...
That's a time when there was no body cams, you know?
Why was I even shocked? Like, of course. But it is something that I cannot think about for too long because that visual of you fake going to save somebody and not saving them because of the color of their skin and the entire 911 understanding because, oh yeah, you couldn't get Jamal. Oh well, just another one gone. Like,
this shit gotta stop. All you racist white people, nobody likes you. The normal white people don't even like you.
Right.
The most popular white supremacists ain't even white. Nick Fuentes, Myron, Jesse Lee Peterson. Man, get a life. And let everybody else go on with theirs. Sick of these clowns.
That's why I be telling y'all, bro, you equal to the black man. You know what I'm saying? The black man is not equal to the white man. The white man is now equal to the black man. Think about that for a second, man. You know? Think about that. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. See why I put a 9.